When a customer clicks buy on your website, the item they want could be sitting in a warehouse, a store across town, or with a delivery partner. All the customer really expects, though, are two things: a clear promise and a package at their door. Welcome to another episode of Microsoft Knowledge Nuggets on M365 FM. I'm Mirko Peters, and today we're looking at Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management in plain English. We'll follow that order from the checkout click through to the work that actually gets it delivered. Think of it as the central dispatch desk in a busy office building. It isn't another online shop, and it doesn't pack the box. It just directs the right people and systems so the work happens in the right place. Here's style. Why orders become messy. Imagine you sell the same headphones through your website, your physical stores, an online marketplace, and a call center. To the customer, those are all just ways to buy headphones. But behind the scenes, each channel sends order details into a completely different system. Your website holds one record, the store point of sale holds another, a marketplace sends its own format, and a call center agent creates an order somewhere else entirely. One simple customer promise gets split into several moving parts that don't talk to each other. And stock adds another layer of complexity. The main warehouse might have 20 pairs, a store across town has 5, and another warehouse has stock too, but it's farther away with higher shipping costs. Some stock is already reserved for other orders, returned items, or in-store customers. So seeing a number beside a product doesn't actually settle the problem. Then you have to decide how to deliver. Should the warehouse ship it? Should a store ship it? Or can the customer collect it locally? And if someone buys 2 items and no single location has both, do you split the order into 2 packages or wait until everything can ship together? Every choice affects cost, delivery time, and the promise you gave the customer. 2 decades ago, companies ran these jobs in separate systems with separate teams. Sales took the order. Someone checked stock. The warehouse got a request. A shipping partner got another request. Billing dealt with its own part later. That worked fine when orders were simple and volumes stayed low. But here's the thing. When updates move slowly between systems, people start filling the gaps. A customer service agent checks one screen, emails a warehouse team, then calls a carrier, and meanwhile a product can sell through another channel before the stock update reaches the website. Now you have an order for something you can't send. That's how overselling happens, and it's also how delivery choices take too long. Teams keep copying details from one place to another, and customers get vague updates instead of firm answers. From the customer's side, none of that complexity matters because they just ask one question: where's my order? What a company really needs is one place that can see the order journey across all those connected business apps, while each app keeps doing what it does best. Sales captures the sale. The warehouse manages picking and packing. Shipping handles delivery. Billing handles money. Nobody needs to throw every system away. What's missing is the coordinator between them all. A place that can receive an order, see what needs to happen next, and direct work without relying on a chain of manual handoffs. That's the problem Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management addresses. The plain English definition. So what exactly is Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management? I'm Mirko Peters, and today we're going to break it down in plain English. Here's the simplest definition. It's a cloud app that takes an order and guides it through all the systems a company already uses from the moment the order arrives until fulfillment and billing are done. Think of a busy rail station. Trains arrive from different directions. Passengers need different platforms. Some connections are fast, others have to wait. Intelligent order management works like the station's control room. It doesn't drive the train or sell the ticket, but it sees the whole route and tells each system what to do next. Microsoft built intelligent order management on top of Dataverse. Dataverse is the shared data foundation behind many Dynamics 365 and Power Platform apps. In plain English, it gives business apps one common place and one common format for storing information. That means an order doesn't mean something completely different in every screen and system. Now that shared foundation helps, but you don't need to buy every other Dynamics 365 app to use intelligent order management. A company might run Dynamics 365 Finance or Supply Chain Management. Another might use a different warehouse system, a different online store, or a shipping service from another vendor. This app can work with both Microsoft and non-Microsoft business apps. The connection points are called providers. A provider moves order and fulfillment information between intelligent order management and another system. Think of a provider as a translator at the door. One system sends an order in its own format. The provider understands that format, passes the information into intelligent order management, and can send the next request back out in a format the other system understands. So the app brings order information together even when the order started somewhere else. A customer might buy through an AO commerce site. Another might place an order through a point of sale system. A business customer could send an electronic order through a B2B process. Intelligent order management gives the company one place to view those orders and see where each one sits in fulfillment. Not every order follows the same path. One may wait for stock. Another may already sit with a warehouse. A third might need a billing step after delivery. The app tracks that state so a team sees more than just order received. They can see exactly where the order is in its journey. Here's the part people sometimes miss. Intelligent order management doesn't take over every job. It doesn't suddenly become the warehouse worker's picking screen, the carrier's delivery network, or the finance team's billing system. Those connected apps still do their specialist work. Intelligent order management directs the handoffs between them. It receives the request, checks the route, passes the work along, and then watches for the next update. Now let's follow one order through that road, because the order journey makes the whole idea much easier to see. The order journey, rules that direct the work. Imagine a customer orders 2 items from your website late in the afternoon, and they want both items delivered tomorrow. The online store captures the order, customer name, delivery address, the 2 order lines, and the delivery choice. A provider brings that order into intelligent order management, and the order journey can begin. Before anyone tries to fulfill it, the system validates the order to make sure all the information needed for the journey is there and follows the company's rules. It checks the order header for customer and delivery details, it checks each line for product and quantity, it confirms the address has enough information for delivery, and it makes sure the order meets the rules for that sales channel. That first check stops bad information from moving downstream before it causes problems. Imagine an order with a missing apartment number. If it goes straight to a warehouse and then to a carrier, someone might only spot the problem after a package can't be delivered. A validation step catches the issue earlier, while there's still time to contact the customer or hold the order. The route for this work lives in an orchestration flow. That phrase sounds technical, but it's simple. An orchestration flow is a visual map that tells intelligent order management what should happen as order information arrives and events come back from connected systems. You create that map around your own business process. A basic order flow might start when a new order arrives. It validates the header and lines. It sends the order for fulfillment decisions. After that, it sends the fulfillment order to the right connected system. Once the work reaches the right stage, it can send order information to a billing provider. Each action has a clear job. Validate order header, checks the main order details. Validate order line, checks the individual products and quantities. Send to fulfillment, passes the fulfillment order to the provider that handles that work. Send to invoice passes order information to the billing provider. The names sound like labels on a factory control panel, and that's useful because each label tells you exactly what happens at that point in the flow. But a real business often needs more than one straight line. Maybe orders from the website follow one path while business customers follow another. Maybe one type of product needs a special approval. Maybe an order can move forward only if the first step succeeds. Intelligent order management includes conditions for that kind of choice. A condition creates a yes path and a no path. If the earlier action succeeds, the order can continue through the yes path. If it fails, the flow can direct the order to a different path. That doesn't fix every problem by itself, but it gives the process a planned response instead of leaving a team to discover an error by chance. There are also splitters. A splitter sends the flow into more than one path based on rules you define. You might use one when orders from separate sources need different checks, or when different parts of the work need different routes. Some split paths can come back together later, while others continue on their own. Custom actions cover the jobs unique to a business. Perhaps a company has its own manufacturing system or a partner system that isn't covered by a standard action. A custom action can connect that step into the order flow, so the route still shows the full process instead of hiding one part in emails or manual work. Let's return to our 2-item order. The system receives it from the website and checks the customer details, address, and product lines. The order then reaches the fulfillment decision step. If both items can follow the same route, the flow can send the fulfillment request onward as one unit. If the company's rules require a different outcome, the order can take another path. Maybe the 2 items need separate fulfillment requests. Maybe the order needs a different delivery choice. The flow doesn't guess. It follows the rules the business created and the events that connected systems return. That last part matters. Intelligent order management can direct work, but the connected systems report back as work moves forward. A fulfillment provider can receive the request. A billing provider can receive the order details. Those events keep the order journey moving through the flow. So the app isn't one giant replacement system. It's a set of rules that connects specialists, giving each system the work it needs at the right time. The online store captures the order. The fulfillment system handles fulfillment. The billing system handles billing. Intelligent order management manages the route between those jobs. People responsible for the order process can design these flows directly in the app. They don't need to write every path as traditional code, and they don't need to ask an IT administrator to change every business rule. That gives the supply chain team a way to model the process they actually need. Still, those changes need care. An orchestration flow stays unpublished while you're building and testing it. During that stage, incoming data doesn't run through the flow. Once you publish it, the flow and its actions run when data enters the system. After publishing, you can't edit that published flow directly. If the business needs a change, the team can stop the published flow, which returns it to an unpublished state. They can edit the flow, then publish the new version when it's ready. That setup pushes teams to test the route before live orders travel through it. A route only works if it knows what stock is actually available. That takes us to the live inventory information behind each fulfillment decision. Inventory visibility. seeing what you can actually sell. Here's a plain English truth. You can't fulfill an order if you don't know you have the stock. Sounds obvious, but stock can hide in a warehouse, a store, a partner location, or across different legal entities inside the same company. When each location keeps its own count, you can't answer the basic question, what can I promise this customer right now? Inventory visibility gives intelligent order management a live view of all that stock across your supply network. Think of it like a stock board in a distribution center. Instead of calling every shelf and asking someone to check, the order process looks at one shared view that all your systems feed into. Now, just because an item shows up as stock somewhere doesn't mean it can fulfill every order. A product might sit in a warehouse but already be reserved, or it sits in a store that can sell locally but can't ship, or it's simply too far away to meet the delivery promise the customer selected. There's a big difference between stock that exists somewhere and stock that can fulfill this order right now. Imagine a customer bought a jacket online and wants it tomorrow. Your main warehouse has none left. Without current inventory data, your website might still accept the order based on an old number, and the warehouse then gets a request for something it can't send, leaving the customer to find out after checkout. That creates work for everyone. With connected inventory information, intelligent order management sees that the main warehouse has no jacket for this order, but a nearby store does. If that store supports shipping, it can fulfill the order. If the customer chose collection, that same store becomes the pickup location. The decision starts with a better view of stock. For a company with several legal entities, this view covers inventory across all of them. That matters when you operate in more than one country, region, or business unit, and stock doesn't live under just one set of records. The order process uses real-time inventory data as it decides what path to take. A warehouse, store, or other inventory source still manages its own stock records. Inventory visibility brings the current numbers into the wider order process, where the fulfillment rules can use them. That helps you avoid promises based on yesterday's data and gives customer service a clear answer when someone asks whether an item can still arrive on time. Instead of searching several systems and hoping the information matches, the order team sees the stock position that drove the fulfillment choice. Of course, seeing all possible locations doesn't answer every question. You might find the item in 5 locations, one closest to the customer, another with more stock, a third that lets you ship both products together. Someone or something still needs to choose. That job belongs to fulfillment optimization. Fulfillment. Optimization, choosing the best place to ship from fulfillment. Optimization compares the possible locations for an order and selects one based on rules your company sets. In plain English, it answers, where should this order come from? Best doesn't always mean closest. The nearest store might have the item, but shipping from there could cost more. A warehouse farther away may already have both items ready to pack together, and another location may have stock but can't meet the delivery date the customer chose. Every company has to decide what it wants the rules to favor. Some businesses put delivery speed first. Others want to keep shipping costs down. A company may also want to protect store stock for customers walking in or avoid splitting an order into several packages unless there's no other choice. Intelligent order management uses fulfillment strategies that reflect those choices. Think of it like choosing a route for a delivery van. The shortest road may not be the fastest because there could be traffic, roadwork, or a stop that takes longer. In the same way, the nearest building may not give the best fulfillment result once stock, cost, service promises, and delivery options come into the picture. Let's go back to the customer who bought 2 items online. A store 10 minutes away has the first item. The warehouse has both items, but sits farther away. If the store ships the first item and the warehouse ships the second, the customer might get 2 packages. That could meet the delivery date, but it also raises shipping costs. The warehouse may be able to send both items together. If it can still hit the promised delivery date, a single package from that location may be the better choice. The rule can favor fewer shipments and lower shipping cost. But if tomorrow's delivery matters more than shipping both items together, the system may choose the store for one item and the warehouse for the other. That's a split order. A split order doesn't mean the system failed. It can be the planned choice when no single location can fulfill the whole order the right way. The business decides when splitting makes sense through the fulfillment strategy it sets. The same thinking supports buy online, ship from store. A customer places an order on a website, but a store near them has the right stock and can send it fast, so that store becomes the fulfillment source, even though the customer never visited it. It also supports buy online, collect in store. The system uses stock and location information to find a store that can fulfill the order for collection, and the customer gets a local pickup choice while the company directs the order to the right place. These choices don't have to sit separately inside every sales channel. Without a shared fulfillment decision process, a website, marketplace, and call center may each need their own routing rules. When the business changes its shipping policy or starts using stores for fulfillment, Teams may need to update several systems. Fulfillment optimization puts that decision process in one place within the order journey. The website keeps taking orders, the marketplace keeps taking orders, and the store keeps selling products. But the company can change how it selects a fulfillment location without rebuilding rules inside every channel, giving you more control when stock moves, delivery promises change, or a new fulfillment option becomes available. Still, the fulfillment strategy can only compare locations if the needed information arrives from the systems that own it. Orders need to come in, stock updates need to arrive, and fulfillment partners need to receive their work and report progress back. That connection work depends on providers. Providers and connections, the doors into the building. For intelligent order management to do its job, it needs a reliable way to talk to everything around it. Providers are what make that happen. A provider is basically a connection that moves order details and fulfillment updates between intelligent order management and another system. Information flows both ways, so nobody has to copy anything by hand. Picture a building with many delivery doors. One door receives orders from your online store, another connects to your inventory system, a third sends work to a warehouse or a delivery partner. Each door has a clear purpose, and providers manage the information passing through each one. Microsoft builds some of these connectors themselves. They call them first-party providers. They connect intelligent order management with apps like Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management, Dynamics 365 Commerce, or Dynamics 365 Finance. The inventory and fulfillment services inside intelligent order management also use these providers to exchange data. Now, you probably have other systems already. That's where third-party providers come in. They connect services that Microsoft doesn't build. Maybe it's your existing e-commerce platform, a marketplace, a logistics company, or a warehouse system. The point isn't to force you into one set of apps, it's to let you connect the systems that already fit your business. Behind the scenes, these providers use Power Automate connectors. Power Platform has over 200 pre-built connectors, so you've got plenty of starting points. And if none of those fit, you or your partner can build your own provider. Each connected app still does its own job. Your online store captures the purchase. The inventory system tracks stock. A fulfillment partner packs and delivers the order. A billing system handles the finances. Intelligent order management coordinates the messages and next steps between all of them. Once those systems share updates, your business can see what's happening across the entire order process. No more chasing information through separate screens. Insights and the bigger picture. That shared information gives you a much clearer picture of your order work. Intelligent order management includes Power BI dashboards that bring order and fulfillment metrics into one place. Customer service can find orders that have stopped moving. Operations can spot blocked routes or fulfillment delays. And business leaders can look for patterns across the entire process. Without that view, a delay might seem like an isolated problem. But when the data is together, your team may notice that many orders slow down at a specific fulfillment partner, or that a certain delivery option creates more exceptions than expected. The dashboard doesn't fix the issue by itself, but it helps people know exactly where to look. Think back to the office building. Intelligent order management brings together the front desk that receives requests, the stock board that shows what's available, the route planner that chooses a fulfillment location, and the reporting room where teams can see how everything is moving. Each part has a different job, but the order connects them all. Conclusion: one order, one coordinated journey. Thanks for joining me for this knowledge nugget. Intelligent order management maps a single, direct route through your entire process, from initial capture to final billing. Subscribe on your favorite podcast platform and watch the next episode. You'll see exactly how Dynamics 365 and Power Platform handle the work behind the screens.